kiss you in the moonlight, like I did when I was 17, living by the firelight, holding you in that midnight breeze, touched upon your skin as the fire burned weak. Before we had fast cars and memories, we'd meet at that old bridge and burn those tires into the night, watching that black smoke touch the stars, and in your eyes I could see the moon shining through the trees. Before we had fast cars and memories, that we have seen, but tonight I want to relive those memories. So meet me at that old bridge, we'll burn those tires into the night, watching that black smoke touch the stars in your eyes. I can't see my world right in front of me, like before we had fast cars and memories.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I know a place where the dust don't settle. I tell you, some days I feel the same, like a wild child wandering, soulful rebel. It's in my veins, I gotta get away and go, 'cause I ain't home till I've got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. I love the way it feels, making those tires spin, just rolling like a rolling thunder, open road like there ain't no end. I got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. Warm summer breeze and the sun's out shining, only clear blue in my rear view. Mile marker signs and power lines flying. It's a big move, all I wanna do is go, never take it slow, 'cause I got one hand on the wheel and one hand in the wind. I love the way it feels, making those tires spin, just rolling like a rolling thunder, open road like there ain't no end. I
making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. His name is Josh Norrad. That is Norrad. That is called One Hand on the Wheel. I've got one hand on the mouse, and it's running the whole show. Can you believe that? Let's hope it doesn't get in a trap, caught in a trap. Absolutely. Fast Cars and Memories. Before that, we'll have one more from Josh Norrad in just a second to complete his Triple Play. But first of all, welcome to the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I'm broadcasting live from Springfield or Branson, Missouri as well. The live show capital of the world. We do go to Springfield, and they listen to us a lot. We appreciate that as well, and we thank you for listening to us a lot. Man, it means a lot. I'll tell you what. We're going to have a good time tonight. 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That's what you're going to hear on Triple Play Thursday, and a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Dana Powell is going to join me in hour number 1 at the bottom half of this hour, and then at the bottom half of hour number 2, Jessica McLaughlin is going to join us on the program. You're going to hear 2 talented females, and you're going to hear the stories behind their songs, and of course, lots of great country music on the radio tonight as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other stations that replay this program. We have great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden. We are also on Hot and Funky Radio and KWradio.com. You can catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming formats like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Pandora, Spotify. Wherever you listen to music, just Google search the Tim Kelly Show, and I'll lead you to what I call New Country's Best. Let's play one more from Josh Norrad to complete his Triple Play. It is called To the Wind on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Her daddy thinks she's staying with a friend. He'd never guess we're rolling out of town, driving double time straight down this dusty road, trying to make the lake before that sun goes down. My heart's racing faster than these burning tires. The way you look at me sets my world on fire. One last drink before we kiss. I wanna taste that wine on your lips. Wrap my arms around you, girl. Never wanna let you go. Take this thing to the edge. Make a memory we won't forget. Don't want this night to end. Let's throw caution to the wind. We'll pour a drink as the daylight fades away, with the sunset glow reflecting on your face. It's a shame to see the water stand so still. Baby, let's ditch these clothes. I'll race you to the lake. About to lose control. The deeper in we get, here's to us living life in the moment. One last drink before we kiss. I wanna taste that wine on your lips. Wrap my arms around you, girl. Never wanna let you go. Take this thing to the edge. Make a
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
16 years is a long damn time to stay with someone, pretending it's all fine, that you survive the fires he put you through. The only good were the three little yous. He turned your life upside down, stole their mind with his invisible crown, and you ran away time after time. But his charm deceived your mind. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo, a permanent reminder that you can't undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo. Time has a way of bearing the truth. By having faith and trusting in your roots, I knew one day that they would find themselves. They come back to you like everyone else. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo, a permanent reminder that you can't undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo. It's like a permanent reminder that you can undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo.
Song number 2.
I can still see her face in that rear view. That night in Tupelo, punching the gas and never looking back, making dust trails to San Antone. Now maybe my pride still has the best of me, or her spirit just wanted to be free. And just another lonely town, another place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, just another lonely town tonight. So I packed my bags and headed back to Tennessee. Oh, to Tennessee. I'm hoping my heart won't forget her, but I couldn't guarantee that it would. Mama told me, girl, you gotta be strong, you gotta move on, but a memory won't let go. And just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight. Sometimes I dream about her, wake up in tears, and I'm reminded that she's gone and I'm living here. Just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight.
Her name is Piper Paisley. Piper Paisley Music, if you want to check her out on social media. That is called Another Lonely Town. You can check out the video to that song on my TV channel. That is ICTV. That stands for Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. And before that, another great song from Piper Paisley called Tattoo. I've got a few of those. I'll tell you what, they're all sports related. And once you get one, you got to have more. So I'm up to 8 tattoos. Just a little information for you there. And the interview that we did with Piper Paisley a while back is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is also on the top of the homepage of my website, and we're going to put 2 more from tonight's show in there as well. But you guys that are just now getting tuned in, you're going to get to hear those interviews live. The first one, my good friend Dana Powell, is going to be next after one more song from Piper Paisley. Her latest single out to radio is called Love and Crown on the Tim Kelly Show. From KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
As the sun goes down on this blue jean town, we're gonna slip away we're holding each other tight tonight. We're not letting go till we see daylight. Staying right here till that moon goes down. We're drowning ourselves in love and crowd. Now we may get a little tipsy as we're acting like two rebellious gypsies, but we don't like she-girls and wait. And we know all those rules were made to break. 'Cause we're holding each other tight tonight. We're not letting go till we see daylight. Staying right here till that moon goes down. We're drowning ourselves in love and crowd. Sitting here beside you on the back of this tailgate, hiding from reality. Damn, life's hard not to celebrate. Till Monday rolls around. Hold tight, won't you please slow down? 'Cause we're living right here in love and crowd. Now the wheels are rolling, black top smoking. We're drowning ourselves in love and crowd.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the show gets played 3 times tonight. I'm excited to play 3 songs and hear the story behind these next 3 as well from Dana Powell. How are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on.
You are welcome. Thanks for doing the show. I sure do appreciate the time, and it's a pleasure to have your music in the lineup tonight as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. Very
Yeah.
excited to share it.
Yeah, absolutely. You are originally from Canada, but now you live in Indiana.
That's right. Yep.
Awesome. How did that happen?
I married an American.
Oh, there you go. That'll
Yeah,
do it. That'll do
so
it.
I was actually like the other side of I was in Vancouver, Canada, which is like way the other side above Seattle, and now
Yep.
I'm in Indiana.
Okay. I've got friends out there in Vancouver. I've played a lot of music of theirs out there. And then lately
cool.
here, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick been blowing me up. So we're booking interviews from those folks. There's a lot of
Oh,
talent
that's
up
cool.
There's a lot of talent up north of the border, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there really is. Yep, that really is. That's it. That's so cool. It's all across the whole span of the country.
Yep, and we're going to put you out to 11, counting my radio station, 11 radio stations tonight, all over the country and all over the world.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, Ireland, Germany, Sweden, we got Denver, Colorado, down in Texas, we're everywhere.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely. Your music is fantastic. You kind of have an influence of Adele meets Carly Pearce. You're by the great jazz vocalist Carmen McRae and Dinah Washington. That's all good stuff.
Yeah, well, my background is actually was in jazz for a really long time. So I was just kind of obsessed with jazz vocalists for most of my life, and then pop music like Adele's been my just absolute favorite for many years, and now living in the U.S. and living in the Midwest and listening to country music basically nonstop has really kind of influenced everything.
That did it for me. That 90s country especially, boy, I'll tell you what, I love that genre. Or that, that decade, I should say.
Who was your favorite in the 90s?
Oh, gosh. I probably like George Strait, 60 number ones. I said this before. If I did a show of just his number ones, I couldn't do it in 3 hours that I do.
Right.
It would
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it would take longer, and you can't talk very long between 60 songs and do it in 3 hours. There's just no way. But yeah, I don't think that'll ever be repeated. So I got to go with the King, George Strait.
Right. And as I'm Canadian, I was like a huge Shania Twain fan.
Oh, love that too. Yep.
Yeah.
I like Terry Clark. She's from up
Oh,
there.
me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gord Bamford, I've been playing him. He's an independent artist. He's won, the last count I know, 26 times from the Canadian Country Music Association. So
Right. Yep. Sure know him too.
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's been a
There's
guest.
some great Canadian artists, right?
There is.
Country artists. Yeah.
He's been a guest a couple of times. This is our first interview, but I guarantee you I'll invite you back. Your music is great.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, I want to ask you about your vocals. Did you take vocal lessons or coaching or anything like that, or does it all come natural? Because it sure sounds natural.
I practice. That's about it.
You practice.
I try to practice.
All right. You were born to sing, weren't you?
Oh, well, thank you. My mom was a singer, so it was always around me.
Uh-huh. Awesome.
Yeah, and I always wanted to take vocal lessons growing up. I always wanted to, but it just didn't happen. I was in piano lessons until I graduated high school, and then I actually went to college for piano. So it just never, and I didn't actually start singing really until my late 20s.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great piano and country music, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
That classic country, like Ronnie Millsap, Smoky Mountain Rain, and Merle Haggard did a bunch of piano licks in his stuff, and there's a bunch of others. I've got a classic country station playing 24/7 when I'm not doing this show, and I listen to a lot of that, and you hear the piano in there, and I like all of that, the steel guitar, the fiddle, all of that stuff they got in there.
Oh, yeah. I love it all. I'm actually thinking about buying a guitar next week and learning it.
Oh, okay. So you're just getting your feet wet on that, huh?
yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Get ready for calloused hands.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That was that worries me. But I was like, I love watching people, singers like Carly Pearce does it, right? She stands on stage with her guitar and sings and so I just love that too. I would love to be able to do both.
Yeah, we had dinner with a couple last night, in fact, and we were talking about that. And when he learned to play guitar, it said it took him a couple of months just to get the D chord down. Just that one chord took 2 months.
Really?
Get ready.
oh man, that's funny. Yeah, well, we'll see.
But
we'll see.
I loved radio so much. I tell this story quite a bit. I was a young man. My love from radio comes so early that I was talking into an empty Folgers coffee can to get that reverb, in your in your voice, and I hear people that, maybe you did this, sang into a hairbrush or something like that, or a curling iron as your microphone, some of that kind of stuff when you were young.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I definitely did that. But I just, especially when COVID happened and I was at home and wasn't performing and I spent hours just practicing in my bedroom, just to get that. I've always wanted to do it, and when I started writing, it just became a necessity. I'm like, I'm writing these songs, I need to be able to sing them.
Oh, absolutely. That was the way I was with radio, because I took that year off. Nobody was doing any shows, obviously, with COVID. They couldn't go out and perform live, so there wasn't a whole lot to talk about in these interviews, And but they kept writing music during that time and getting in the recording studio, because you could go in there by yourself, in a soundproof booth and cut a record and stuff like that. And it kept coming into my email, and I'm like, wow, I need to get back into radio. These songs are fantastic. So, now, were you in Canada at the time of COVID? Or
yes,
I know they were locked down a lot longer than we were here in the States, too.
Oh, yeah. It was at least a year and a half, I think, where I was at home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I finally got back out, when things started opening up again, I could get back out and start singing and playing again. And the first gig I got was like 7 sets a night.
Yeah, boy, we don't take that for granted now, do we? Getting to perform in front of folks and get out there in big crowds. Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we sure missed that. And not having to wear those things over our face. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly.
I've got a pop filter on my microphone right here that we're talking into, and that's as bad as I want to get right now. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've got some great music that we're going to play tonight, and your music has been played on a bunch of radio stations. I'm looking at one of the songs, "Where Would I Be," that we're going to play, debuted on the Midwest Country Original Show, and then it's airing on 28 commercial radio stations: Iowa, Wisconsin, South Dakota, Minnesota. That's all good stuff.
Yeah, it was on debuted on there and was on there for 4 weeks, I think, on those 28 stations. And then and some of the other things I was on recently did an Indiana Public Radio show, and NPR special Meet the Music, which was a 1 hour long performance of my original songs. So it's been really great.
Yeah, you've been getting a lot of great radio airplay on FM and terrestrial stations, and like I say, we're pretty much all internet, but we're going to put you out there to 11 of them, and once they pick it up, it just goes crazy because I googled my show here a while back, and I went 15 pages deep into Google, so I'm on over 40 formats. You're going to go to iHeartRadio and Amazon and Apple Podcast and all of that too with this show, and I see that you also have a podcast. You help people get fit. You do things for the Canadian Olympians and athletes and health and wellness and all that. Tell us about that.
That's right. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I co-host and produce a podcasting for a Canadian national nonprofit, and it's called Let's Move Canada. And it's just getting people. We interview Olympic athletes and health and wellness people, and try to get inspire other people to get healthy and active. And that's what I do outside of music.
Yeah. Have you had Simone Biles on yet? She's pretty fit. Isn't she?
I have not had Simone Biles. We did have a Olympic gymnast from Paris, 2025 in Canada. We also had a Olympic Paralympian from Paris 2025 as well. So it's been cool.
That is awesome. I saw her on a program here not too long ago, and she's got some arms on her. I think she could kick my tail.
Oh, I know.
She could kick my tail, easily, and I'm a lot taller than she is.
Funny.
So I work out quite a bit. I do forklifting. I lift it from the plate to my mouth.
Funny. Dad joke alert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So but that is awesome. And how did that start for you? Was it a passion of yours too, because you used to work out or play sports or something like that?
Well, I actually do. I do work out, and I go to HIIT classes and yoga and Pilates and that type of thing. I really do eat healthy. I'm very much of a make your own food all day long and that kind of thing. But the way it started was I was actually hired to do like some social media stuff, and it kind of just evolved into like podcasting, and we do a national challenge, and I'll actually be at they have a summit in June in Canada, in Toronto, in Liberty Village, and I'll be singing the national anthem there.
Oh, nice.
So
you still go back and forth quite a bit then, huh?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Where did you record the 3 songs that we're going to play tonight?
Where did I record them? So the different places. The first 2 that you're going to play, I did myself. And the last song is fully produced by Carl Blakey at Brickshed Studios in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So Carl is amazing. He's actually producing a whole album for me right now and a single, and that'll all be out. And it's a 100% country album, and that'll be out later this year.
Wow. That is awesome. Now, I want to ask you, too, back on your podcast, what kind of preparation goes into that? I know what kind of preparation goes into this show, and it's crazy behind the scenes, of putting this together. And when I get music like you, I mean, it's hard to decide who I'm going to play tonight. There's so many great artists and so much talent out there. But, putting yours together, how do you decide who you're going to feature? Do you have a calendar like a month or 2 in advance like I do or something like that?
Yes. At least 2 months in advance. So we just book far in advance, send out tons of emails to everyone. And it's such a wide, broad, area of, when you're in that space, there's like athletes, there's doctors, there's nutritionists, there's dietitians, there's everything. So you just kind of reach out to everybody, see who's available and where it can get booked, and just go from there. But yeah, we definitely book out a couple months in advance.
Okay, that's awesome. Then that was going to be my next question. Do they hit you up, or do you reach out to them, or is it maybe a combination of both? Probably.
Yeah.
That's how I get my music. You know, some of it lands in my email. Yours did as well, and that's how we ended up booking this interview. But that's a win-win, boy. When I push play on something, I like to be able to say "New Country's Best" behind it. That's our tagline here at the station, and I can definitely say it behind your music.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Tell us about the first song we're going to play. It's called "You Show Me."
Yeah, so You Show Me, I wrote, I guess that would have been a year and a half ago I wrote that song. It's kind of like a love song. It's got a message of, you know, when you're feeling down or you're feeling like life is just throws a challenge at you, just remember you have a person in your life that shows you the beauty of the other side, the beautiful parts of life, and that's where the words "You Show Me" come from.
Well, you know, I'm in the Show Me state in Missouri. I'm in Branson, Missouri, right here in what they call the live show capital of the world. So "You Show Me" resonates with all the folks in this state for sure.
Great, yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to play it, and then we're going to come back and talk some more to Dana Powell. She is live with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Never would have believed it till I saw with my own eyes. Head in the clouds, thinking everyone is on my side. Thought I could do this on my own. Didn't know what could go wrong. You say I'm not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. But there are times when it's hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. So many nights I just lie there, staring into space, spinning around, trying to figure out how to leave this place. It took so long to see, but I had to do the best for me. I know I'm not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. But there are times when it's hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. You show me. It took so long to see, but I had to do what was best for me, and I am not alone, so I won't lose hope, won't lose sight. There's so much beauty in this life, but there are times when it's hard to see. But I won't lose hope, won't lose sight of all the beauty in this life. There are times when it's so hard to see. But then you show me. You show me. You show me.
Her name is Dana Powell. That is called "You Show Me," and man, that is a great, great song. You can sing, young lady.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, and we look forward to a new song that you've got that you were telling me that's going to drop. You're not sure when, but be sure to reach out, and we'll definitely be playing you on the radio some more.
Oh, amazing. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking off the air about your podcast. How long you been doing it now?
It'll be 2 years in September.
Okay, 2 years. So that's awesome. We're just celebrated year number 10 of this station being on the air with internet radio. And, you know, it's just crazy how much talent is out there. I'm still just blown away by what lands in my email. It finds me or I find it, you know, and all these award shows and shows that showcase talent like American Idol and NBC's The Voice and America's Got Talent. They're just scratching the surface too, aren't they? There's tons out there.
Oh, there's so much talent out there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and people like you that, you know, I don't ever judge by looks, but when you hear them sing, sometimes they just blow your mind. Wow, listen to that voice coming out of that person.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So
yeah.
Now, let me ask you too, writing songs. What's your writing style? Are you more lyric based, or do you have to hear the hook, or is it kind of a combination of both for you?
I kind of hear the hook, and then I'm very much lyrics based also. But my producer I've been working with has actually kind of turned me on to some other ways of writing, which is really cool. Because I usually sit down with the piano and I write that way. That's what I've done. Usually, but now I'm kind of looking at a different approach of like hearing patterns, like hearing maybe guitar strumming pattern or something, and figuring out a melody that goes with it, and then writing from that way. So yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. Okay, they say country music is 3 chords and the truth, and I really think it tells the best stories, and that may be what led you to country music too. Yeah, and I completely agree. I feel like the storytelling in country is it's just amazing, and it makes you feel something, and it's relatable, and it's talking about the things that are just everyday life that everyone goes through, and yeah, I love it. Now, you probably always have your ears open, too, when somebody makes a statement, you know, you're like, oh, that's a song title or something like that, or maybe you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have to write something down and finish it later, or do you finish it right then? Some song, the best... I finish it, yeah. They say the best ones happen in an hour or so. Yeah, so You Show Me, I wrote that song in an hour. There you go. Yeah, some of the other ones take a lot longer, and then things will come up. So a couple weeks ago, actually, I had to write the last song for my album, and I was at the hairdresser's, and my hairdresser said something to me, and I was like, "Well, that's funny." And I went home and I wrote a whole song about it. Wow, there you go. She has no idea. So when it's done, I'm gonna play it for her, get a reaction. This song will curl your hair, right? Yeah, exactly. I love it. I don't have a hairdresser. I lost all mine a while back. But I'll tell you, it comes with age. But yeah, that is awesome. That's a great story. And, you know, I got this young man. He's 13 years old. He's been doing music since he was 10. And they go to a barbershop. It's called Lloyd's Barbershop in North Carolina. And it reminded me of Floyd's Barbershop from the Andy Griffith Show. And there's a bunch of antique banjos on the wall, and they sit there and pick and play music and write songs in that barbershop. I thought, how neat, you know, for a 13-year-old to do that. That's pretty cool. That is very cool, you know. Got an old soul. And, you know, you're one of those, and these young folks, too, that are keeping traditional country music alive, and that's what we need on the radio right now, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Thank you. The storytelling, you know, it just needs to stay. Stick around. Oh, absolutely. And there's so many stories out there to tell. And the neat thing about this country music thing is you can even make up a fictional story, and it's interesting, you know, and put lyrics and things to that. And it just all works, doesn't it? Right. It sure does. Yeah. It's pretty cool when you look out in a small crowd, especially when you're doing an acoustic show or something like that, and you see somebody that's singing along to your original music. That makes you feel good, doesn't it? Oh, it sure does. Oh, yeah, for sure. Or, you know, anyone that's just comes up afterwards and tells you how much they enjoy your performance, or just anything like that. It's just so nice. Yeah. And that's the beauty of being able to do these live shows again, you know, because you can actually tell these stories like we're telling on the radio tonight before you play the songs live, and people get to hear that, and that's what really resonates with them, isn't it? Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about Will We Ever Learn? That's the second one we're going to play tonight. Will We Ever Learn? So this song is about, it was a conversation I had with my husband a while back, and we were talking about like exes and past relationships and everything, and I was like, you know, I said something like, well, at least, you know, you learn from all those things, and it's like, and then I was thinking, okay, but how many times you got to learn the same lesson over and over again? Right? So I ended up writing the song like, will we ever learn? Like, will we ever learn the same lesson that we keep learning over and over again?
Right.
Eventually, right? But how many times does it take? You know?
It's not like don't touch the stove. You do that one time and that's it, pretty much, right?
Right, exactly.
But
you know, not to do that again.
There's other lessons. Will we ever learn? Absolutely. I love that. And Where Would We Be? The third one we're going to play. Tell us this one.
Okay, so Where Would We Be was written last year, and that was the first one that was like fully produced by Brickshed Studios, and it was all about again, you're faced with something that is really hard, and you want to give up, and things aren't going your right. You're just getting to a point where you're just like, why am I even doing this? It's not working for me. Like I'm not getting where I want to be. So the whole song Where Would We Be is where would we be if whenever people hit that wall, they just gave up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you wouldn't have all the amazing music you have, the athletes that I speak with, right? They wouldn't have their gold medals. So it was all, you know, I talked to these people and asked them, did you ever have a point where you just felt like you were just giving up, like you just couldn't go any farther? And a lot of them say, yeah, there was a point where I just wanted to quit. And it's like, if I had quit, I would not be where I am. So it's like as a you know, as society, it's like, where would we be if we didn't have the people that just kept going even when times were so hard and you wanted to quit?
Yeah. Boy, isn't that the truth? You made me think of track specifically, you know, in the hurdles. There's a lot of hurdles they have to jump as they're running down that track. And sometimes we just have to, you know, get our nerve up to jump that next hurdle. And that's the last one that we got to jump. If we can make it over that one, you know, the rest is smooth sailing, huh?
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Where can folks find your podcast as well? We'll talk about your social media and your podcast. You know, where can we find Dana Powell and your podcast too, if they want to?
Yeah, so the podcast is called the Let's Move Canada podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Just go to Let's Move Canada on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere. Yeah.
Awesome. And your music is same way. Your website, I've been looking at it, but I'll let you tell it as well.
Yep, DanaPowellMusic.com, and then all of my social media is just at Dana Powell Music.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a fun interview. Your music is fantastic. I look forward to the new song that's going to drop for this summer, and I'm looking for summertime music still, so keep sending that music. We're just into June, and have a great summer, will you?
Thank you. You too. I'll make sure to send it over as soon as I can.
That sounds fantastic. When or Will We Ever Learn is the title of this one. Her name is Dana Powell, and she is live with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Restless from the start, impatience in my heart, thinking if I slow down, I might fall apart. Red lights don't exist, rules are hit or miss. When the dust has settled, I can see the mess I've left. Look at what we've been through. They say it makes you stronger, the ones we break. What if I never had to learn these lessons, spend all these years falling in and out of love? Was it worth all the pain and heartache and making every mistake? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Will we ever learn? Foolish games we played, thinking we'd escaped. We can't see the scars now. Luckily they fade. Can't go back in time. No, we can't hit rewind. Just keep on moving and hope it stays behind. Look at what we've been through. They say it makes you stronger. But what if we break? What if I never had to learn
The best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
You can watch the sunset when you're disappointed. You don't have to drive yourself insane. You can count your blessings instead of second guessing. We've all been there and made mistakes. Take a breath, calm the voice that says this isn't meant for me. 'Cause in the end, you have no choice, so dive in. Count 1, 2, 3. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high, we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be now? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? We couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing when they called us crazy. Where would we be? Where would we be now? What's the perfect time to start to live your life? When is it my turn? Did I miss the sign? Thinking things would fall right into perfect place. Wasn't I in for a surprise? Take a breath, calm the voice that says this isn't meant for me. 'Cause in the end, you have no choice, so dive in. Count 1, 2, 3. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high, we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be now? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? We couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing when they called us crazy. Where would we be? Where would we be? I know two stories aren't the same, and that won't ever change. You can take a risk or risk missing all this. It's scary either way. Where would we be if we gave up whenever we fell down? If every little thing became a mountain too high, we wouldn't dare climb. Where would we be now? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? We couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing when they called us crazy. Where would we be? Where would we be if we kept quiet when we should be loud? And couldn't hold on to all of the dreams we were chasing. They called us crazy. Where would we be now? Where would we be now? Where would we be?
What a great song that is, called Where Would We Be? The third song in the triple play for Dana Powell. Dana Powell Music. She is fantastic, isn't she? And she's got lots of new fans, man. I'm doing the show live over here on TikTok. They are loving it. They're loving it on Facebook and also on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio over there as well. Dana Powell Music is where you can find her. And don't forget about her health and wellness podcast called Let's Move Canada. Since we recorded that interview, I told her, I forgot to tell her, I just about threw my back out trying to move Canada. It's heavy, ladies and gentlemen. But no, absolutely. There's lots of great music from Canada, and we got more of it from the show tonight. We're going to interview Jessica McLaughlin from Nova Scotia up there in New Brunswick. Actually, she's from New Brunswick, and we'll talk to her in the bottom half of this next hour. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio. Add.com to that. That is our website. I am live on it right now. Scroll down just a little bit on the website, and you'll see a Radio Boss player. Just push play on that, and I forgot to put the YouTube link up too. I can do that live here in just a second. I'll fix that all up for you, but I am live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio and live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come over there and like and follow, and I do put notifications on TikTok when I go live every Thursday and Friday night, and then starting January the 9th, I'm going to do Indie Wednesday again every other Wednesday, so we'll keep up with that, and it is all on my website as well down at the bottom of the homepage. Cowboys and Dreamers. Rick Stone is making his radio debut tonight, kicking off hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on Triple Play Thursday, playing New Country's best.
Driving down an old Texas road, listening to Garth on the radio, was ready to stop when I saw a sign, motel and ice cold beer ahead. Stopped and walked in, got a cheap room, headed to the bar next door, walked right in, saw an old man sitting at the bar, had his cowboy hat pulled down low. Walked up, said, "Is anyone using this stool?" He didn't look up, just tasted his beer and said no. I sat down on that stool and ordered a shot of tequila and a cold glass of beer. After a while I said to him, "Are you a real cowboy?" He looked at me and said, "I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. You ask me, am I a cowboy? Yeah, that's me." He hardly turned his head. I could see the test of time on his face. The cowboy then softly said to me, "I can see by the clothes you wear you're not from around here. Tell me, son, what do you do? Because of fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Yes, I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers. I just smiled and looked at him, thought about it, got another round, stared for a while and turned to him and said, "I am a dreamer. Been that way all my life, always searching for something, never knowing what it was. Dreaming of tomorrow, not thinking about today. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Living life like us dreamers do. Yeah, I am a dreamer, that's me." The cowboy gave a ready smile, took a taste of beer and stared down for a while. Then with that Texas drawl, he said, "I ride the fences and rope those cows. Sometimes I don't get much sleep. The hours are long, the pay is low. Good news is I always am on the go. Loved a few women, lost a few too. Yes, I'm a dreamer too. Cowboys and dreamers, cowboys and dreamers."
Number 2.
Walked up to farm door slow and sacred, asked, did he have any summer jobs? He took a long look at me, could see the doubt in his eyes, said, "Boy, I'll see you in the morning, let's give it a try. Only have a couple rules, always be honest and stay away from my little girl. Girl in the hay, she's so fine, I wanna kiss her and hold her all the time. Girl in the hay, what should I do? Losing my mind for that girl in the hay." First First time I saw her, I got weak in the knees. She was killing me with that cute country smile. She walked by me, digging in the dirt, stopped and winked. I was done after that. She raised one finger and pointed at the barn, waited a few minutes and then ran towards that old barn door. Girl in the hay, she's so fine. I wanna kiss her and hold her all the time. Girl in the hay, what should I do? Losing my mind for that girl in the hay. Walked into the barn and there she was. I didn't say a word, just stared at her. She was laying there looking so good. She smiled and said, "Are you a real cowboy?" I said, "Not sure anymore what that means. Yeah, I wear a cowboy hat and old Lee jeans." We sat in the hay and talked to dark. Walked her to the front door and lost my heart. Girl in the hay, she's so fine. I wanna kiss her and hold her all the time. Girl in the hay, what's your girl in the hay? Walked up to farm door slow and sacred. Asked did he have any summer jobs. He took a long look at me, could see the doubt in his eyes. Said, "Boy, I'll see you in the morning, let's give it a try. Only have a couple rules, always be honest and stay away from my little girl. Girl in the hay, she's so fine. I wanna kiss her and hold her all the time. Girl in the hay, what should I do? Fell in love with that girl in the hay. 3 years later, I married that girl. Think her daddy doesn't like me. Still standing in that barn with our family all around. Seems like yesterday when I saw that girl in the hay. Girl in the hay.
Pretty good country music on the radio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Rick Stone, making his radio debut tonight on Triple Play Thursday. Rick Stone Music is where you can find him on Facebook and all over social media. That one is called Girl in the Hay, and before that, another great tune called Cowboys and Dreamers. The third song in the Triple Play for Rick Stone is called Cattle Drive Blues. I'm not driving anything without air conditioning at this point, and that's just me. Let's play Cattle Drive Blues on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
The sun's hanging low, casting long, stubborn shadows. The scent of the leather, the wind as it blows. My boots kick the dust, hear the echo of spurs on this endless old trail. Ain't no voice I prefer. The herd moves along like a slow rolling wave, through valleys and pastures, through skies dark and brave. The coyotes may howl, but they don't rattle me. I'm as steady as stars in the night over these plains see. I was born for the saddle, the rope, and the land, with the grit of my fathers, my heart in each hand. This life ain't for most, but it's all that I choose. Born to chase freedom with these cattle drive blues. There's mud in my veins and a fire in my soul.
This wrangling a life, it takes a toll. But I wear every scar like a badge I respect. Lessons learned on this ride, each moment perfect. The full moon's a lantern that lights up the night. The wolves keep their distance, they know not to fight. I'm the kind of man storms can buckle or break. My back's the backbone of every move that I make. I was born for the saddle, the rope and the land. With the grit of my fathers, my heart in each hand. This life ain't for most, but it's all that I choose. Born to chase freedom with these cattle dry blues. I was born for the saddle, the rope and the land. With the grit of my fathers, my heart in each hand. This life ain't for most, but it's all that I choose. Born to chase freedom with these cattle dry blues.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Tonight I'm staring at the bottom of an empty glass. It ain't the first and it sure as hell won't be the last. Thinking about memories back in the day, I'd be up losing sleep just cursing your name. But I packed you up and left it in the past. After 3 drinks, 2 hours climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Tonight I'm staring at the pieces that are left of me. You couldn't break me down, but there's an old soft side I still can't see. Fast cars and freedom, drunk Friday nights. There's no look over your shoulder, no worries in sight. Here's to the new and the best I'll ever be. After 3 drinks, 2 hours climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. Starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, climbing up the walls of this old locked tower. Right now, tonight I finally get the feeling it'll be alright. I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. Oh, I carried you through hell, but now I'm done. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting at 1. After 3 drinks, 2 hours, I'm starting
Number
at 1.
2.
this moment. Pedal to the metal, I'm chasing down forever tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I should have said I'm sorry faster. Now I'm stuck here in my own disaster. Loving you is all I was after. I should have said I'm sorry so much faster. I'm going 80 in a 45, 'cause I can't stand the thought of getting caught behind the next red light. While I'm holding on to this moment, pedal to the metal, I'm chasing down forever. Maybe you're crushing chorus cans and think you're a lesser man for walking away. Maybe I'm out of my mind, or maybe it's just the time to beg you to stay. I'm going 80 in a 45, 'cause I can't stand the thought of getting caught behind the next red light. While I'm holding on to this moment, pedal to the metal, pedal to the metal. I'm going 80 in a 45, 'cause I can't stand the thought of getting caught behind the next red light. While I'm holding on to this moment, pedal to the metal, I'm chasing down forever tonight. Oh, 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 I'm chasing down forever tonight. Oh, 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 I'm chasing down forever
Her name is Ashley Ewing. She is from the state of Texas, and she is fantastic. That is called Chasing Down Forever. And before that, another great song called 321. You can check out the video to 321 on my TV channel. That is ICTV Indie Country Television. That tab at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. That's right. We are radio. We are television. When I'm not on the air, these videos are playing continuously 24/7. I've got about 4, 5, 6 hours of programming on there, so your video is going to get played several times a day, and your music is getting played lots as well on the radio, and it's great to have a lot of great live artists on the radio tonight. And we've got another great live interview coming up. Jessica McLaughlin is going to join us after one more song from Ashley Ewing. Now, Ashley has been a special guest on my show in the past. I need to chase her down and get her back on here again, but you can check out the Tim Kelly Show interview archives and go back and listen to the replay of my interview with Ashley Ewing and the interviews from tonight going in there as well. One more song to complete the triple play for Ashley Ewing is a duet with my good friend Blaine Howard, who I went to junior high school with his mom. He is in Nashville, Tennessee. We were in Fort Scott, Kansas, going through junior high together, and now I play her son on the radio. How about that? Ashley Ewing, Blaine Howard, their latest single out the radio is called Promises and Mistakes on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Girl, I stopped holding my breath long before you took a step out my door. Girl, I stopped needing you back long before you took everything I ever had and more. But I always promised you that I'd stay. But I can't stay up all of these nights waiting
listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the show gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. These next 3, you get to hear the story behind them, though, from a good friend, Jessica McLaughlin, up in New Brunswick. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Tim. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to this interview because you can sure sing, and I've been playing your music.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I've tried to listen in every time.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, you've been in my chat room on Facebook Live. We got YouTube going at the same time and TikTok. You're going to get instant great feedback on your songs tonight and the interview as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely. I was looking at your Facebook page a little while ago, and you've been in music for a little bit, but how did you start singing or knew that you had that voice for music?
Honestly, I've loved singing my entire life. I'm one of 5 and 7 if we include my stepsisters, but and I do. But yeah, ever since I was about 4 years old, I know I love to sing, and I always listened to the music in the living room and just jammed out and tried to emulate the singers. But yeah, since about then, and then I used to go to like little church functions with my grandmother and stuff like that, and always tried to sing along there. Me and my little brother used to back then, back when we were just acting silly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since I was real young, I've been singing.
That is awesome. So now you've gone from that to a 2-time competition winner, it says on your Facebook profile, and you've had the privilege to share the stage with the Queen of Bluegrass, Rhonda Vincent, who lives she's a couple of hours north of me in Lake Ozark, Missouri, and Georgette Jones, the daughter of George Jones. How about that? And Tammy Wynette.
Yes, no, that was honestly some amazing times there. I was totally surprised actually when Rhonda had invited me on stage. The festival owner, Norman, he had been trying to reach out to me while we were there because I had done my show earlier that day, and she must have heard, and they were trying to get a hold of me, but they couldn't get a hold of me. And then when she's on stage, they're like, Jessica, can you come backstage? And I was like, uh-oh, what did I do?
Oh, no.
So yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you've been getting played on radio, but Michael Richard, who hit us up and hooked up us with this interview tonight, has been sending me a lot of artists that are having trouble getting played on mainstream radio up there in New Brunswick, in that area that you guys are from. And he's like, Tim's in Branson, Missouri, but he'll play you, and we'll put you out on about 10 other radio stations tonight. Your music is fantastic. The world needs to hear it.
Oh, well, I really appreciate that. And definitely thank Michael for getting me in touch with you as well, because that's pretty awesome. It's really great what he's doing.
Yep. Nobody has copied this show that I do. I started it years ago. I call it Triple Play Thursday. So every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played. I'm excited to play 3 of yours on the show. I've already done Triple Play Thursday with your music a few times, and you have been tuned in and listening to us live and everything. And that's so cool when the artists come in, because they're going to get to hear a lot of other great artists as well. And you guys might hit it off. You might hit it off with somebody and collaborate and write a song together, maybe do a duet, some cool stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it is really cool. And I have heard lots of extremely talented musicians on the shows that I was able to tune into. Yeah. Some of that, like, it's just crazy listening to them and listening to the different sounds of their voices and styles of their songs. So it's really great.
They like you, too. They've made some comments, haven't they?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, did you grow up singing in church or anything like that? And what attracted you to country music?
So I did, I grew up going to church all the time, and I mean, it wasn't necessarily stuff that I sang in all the time. I did do little bits here and there, but I just always loved music, and I always loved listening to it, dancing to it, singing to it, and it's always been a big part of my life, and my parents knew that pretty much from the beginning too, so they tried to encourage it and take me places and get me involved and stuff like that as well.
Absolutely. Well, we love bluegrass here in Branson. You know, in fact, at Silver Dollar City, this theme park that they have, here's where I met Rhonda Vincent a couple of years ago. She does this thing every year, every summer out here called Bluegrass and Barbecue. And so you get the best of both worlds. You get the food and the sights and smells and all the roller coaster rides with the theme park, and you get the bluegrass music. And then they play it all throughout the theme park too. They love bluegrass here. And
wow.
So
yeah, no, that sounds awesome.
your latest album, it says, blends that with country music, and I see a lot of that mixing and crossing over now in country. In fact, we got outlaw country, we got red dirt country from Texas, pop country. There's a lot of different genres within country, isn't there?
There definitely is. So many different types now, actually. Yeah, my album, it does feature some bluegrass in it, and it has country in it, and it's peppered with originals between myself and my partner Joey. But yeah, no, there's so much different types of stuff in there, and trying to also keep it the classic country as well, because that's definitely one of my favorites, and just everything in between.
You know, I love that because, even as independent artists, young people like you are keeping that traditional country music, that classic country sound alive. I love it so much. I've got classic country radio playing on my station around the clock 24/7. It's commercial free. It's got a lot of that 90s country in there that converted me to country radio. I've been doing that ever since because of 90s country, but these independent artists like you, and then we got people like Michael in your corner that hit me up with their independent music, then I'm like, wow, this stuff is really good. This needs to be on the radio too. So I've lived in that independent underground world for the last 13 years, and I hear so much great music.
Yeah, no, there definitely is a lot of independent artists out there that are super talented.
Yeah, you're one of those, that's for sure. Where did you go to record this album? What recording studio? Let's give them a big shout out.
Absolutely. So this was actually recorded at Al Studios, which is Paul LeBlanc, and that is also he's in the Bucktouche area of New Brunswick. So yeah, it was recorded at his studio, and there was so many amazing musicians that were involved in this as well. So, I mean, we had Richard Bork on rhythm guitar, mandolin, lead acoustic. We had Paul, the one who also did the mixing and mastering there, the producer. He was also on bass and harmony. Mike Perrell on drums. We had Aaron Curry on lead electric guitar, Ray Legier, who is very well known around these parts, on fiddle, Scott Gervin on piano, Sylvain Pouillot on steel and dobro, and then we had Louis Cormier on harmony. And so, yeah, there was just so many talented musicians involved in this project of mine, and I was so excited about it. And then we also had Charles Hebert of East Shore Productions, who he promoted and helped me get this going. So I definitely want to take the time to appreciate him as well.
No wonder your stuff sounds so good. You've got all that going on, and I love the steel guitar in country music. That's what sounds so good. And then piano, too, man. There's a lot of great piano licks in the world of country music.
Oh, you're right.
I always talk about the world-famous Ronnie Millsap and Smoky Mountain Rain and all those kind of songs with the piano in them, but there's just a bunch of that. And and then you got Jessica McLaughlin's voice. So you got it all.
Well, we definitely had some amazing people behind me on it, so it definitely helped for sure.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this, too, now. What is the title track of the album that we're promoting? And the 3 songs that we're playing, are one of those the title track? I wasn't sure on that.
No, but the title track is called Lonesome and Blue, so that's one of the bluegrassier songs there, and I can definitely send you all of my music as far as that goes, because definitely love to have it out there.
Well, yeah.
But for sure, yeah, this one, Lonesome and Blue, it was written by myself and Joey, so it's got that bluegrass feel to it.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about that songwriting. How long you been writing songs? And you probably have a bunch that you haven't recorded yet, just sitting back there waiting to be put out to radio or something, huh?
I do have a few out there that haven't been recorded for sure. Joey does more of the writing in our partnership, but there are a few that I have written as well. I've been writing, I guess, since him and I have been together, so about 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But he, over the last maybe 10 years, has just buckled down, and he writes like crazy. And then he'll get me to join in and help on anything that maybe he's having a little bit of block on and stuff like that, and we will collaborate there. But no, I've been writing for probably about that amount of time there.
That is awesome. So, would you say that you're more lyric based? Do you have to hear the melody first, or is it maybe a combination of both for you?
I feel like for me, it's a little bit of both. So I'll pick up my guitar and I'll kind of play a little bit. And it usually when I am writing, or if I'm writing anything, it's usually when I'm in my feelings. So
Yeah.
as I'm sure you can hear in a lot of the songs that I sing, they are usually pretty emotional songs, and usually will have a deep message. But I guess two of the ones that are going to be played tonight that were written by Joey have some pretty deep messages as well. But yeah, no, it's kind of all done at the same time, I guess, would be the most way to think of it.
Okay, that is awesome. You know, music touches people in so many ways. It's therapeutic, it heals, you know, and it just does so many things for people. Gets you away from a situation or brings back memories of a happy time in your life. It's just so many things that music does for people. You talked about being together for 18 years. You've actually got some folks that are celebrating an anniversary today that we're going to want to give a big shout out to. Tell us about it.
Yes, I do. My in-laws, Joey's parents, Henry and Lynn Hebert, it is 60th anniversary today.
Nice.
So we're definitely celebrating that for them. And they have just been inspiration in our life as well. And they're two of the best people I know.
That is awesome. We got to hear the secret of what keeps you together for 60 years, huh?
Right? A lot of patience, I imagine.
I mean, that is awesome. You know, people staying together for that long, that is true longevity in a relationship. They endlessly love each other, obviously. And you know, it's not easy to find your soulmate in this world, in this dating game that happens now. A lot of songs are written about it, maybe, but it's not easy not an easy thing staying together that long, is it?
No, I can imagine it's hard for everybody. You have to have all that patience in the world and know that the person that you're with is in your side and in your corner and that you love them. So it's just, and I know that I have that in my life, and they clearly have that in theirs.
Absolutely. Congratulations on 60 years. I'll be celebrating my 63rd birthday this year. So they've been together a long time.
Almost.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Let's talk about the first song we're going to play today. It's called From the Start.
Yeah. So this song here is actually one that I worked on, and it's kind of a funny story. It kind of leads back to those you're having worries or whatever and things going on in your life. And what actually happened with this one, this isn't one where I actually picked up my guitar and started writing. Mm-hmm. It's one that I was having a bad dream. And it's, if you listen to the words in the beginning of it, it's talking in like how the dream is actually going. And then it leads into, I woke up from my dream. I'm very upset. And this is all true story. I'm very upset in my dream and from my dream. And Joey just pulls over, holds me close. And that's just where this song came from. And then I get up and I start thinking, and this is at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I wrote the first verse and the chorus, just singing it. And I get out my little phone and I sing the way I think it sounds. And then I work on the rest of it the next day and over the next couple of days.
You just answered a question that I ask all the time because, you know, sometimes creative minds don't get a whole lot of sleep. And I'll say, you know, do you ever wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. with a song idea or title in your head? Have to write that down, maybe finish it later. You just answered all of that. That does happen, doesn't it?
Yep. It definitely does.
Yeah, well,
and honestly, that happens with Joey, too, because most of his songs, he'll be in the middle of work. He'll be working, and all of a sudden, he'll get an idea or a line in his head, and he's like, no, I can't forget this. So he'll record it on his phone, and then he'll work on it later. And then he has the idea in his head.
There you go. Well, it came out great, and I'm amazed about how you guys can put this together and put all the production and the vocals and the instrumentation of all those guys you mentioned that play behind you and wrap it up in 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
I know, it's crazy, and it's crazy because when I went there to actually record my album, we really didn't have a ton of practice with each other. I sent them the songs, sent them little sound bites of what I had done, get there, and everything they did sounded perfect. Yep. Like, it was just like they knew exactly what the song needed, the exact sound it needed, and it was perfect. We did it, recorded it in like 2 or 3 sessions, honestly, like the whole thing.
You guys gel together, man. That's pretty awesome stuff, and you can definitely tell it when we play it on the radio, and it is definitely ready for radio. From the start, her name is Jessica McLaughlin. We'll come back and talk to her some more about 2 other songs after this one on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I passed by you in the street today. After the day you said goodbye, you looked at me and then you looked away, and it broke me up inside. Then when I awoke it was a dream, but it tore my heart apart. You pulled me in and then you held me close, just like you did right from the start. We get so caught up in this crazy world, sometimes forget to show we care. We need to take the time to figure out a love like ours just don't compare. You're always saying that your heart is true, and I can see it in the things you do. Guess you're the only one who makes me feel just like you did right from the start. Yes, you're the one who has my heart. You're always saying that your heart is true, and I can see it in the things you do. Yes, you're the only one who makes me feel just like you did right from the start. You're always saying that your heart is true, and I can see it in the things you do. You're the only one who makes me feel just like you did right from the start. Yes, you're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my heart. You're the one who has my
Her name is Jessica McLaughlin. That is called From the Start, and we are just getting started. We got 2 more of your great songs to play here in just a moment, but great job on that one. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Love playing your music. I'm glad Michael hooked us up.
Yes, me too.
Yep, absolutely. And you've got a lot of great people in your corner, so I feel that you're going to go places. And we're putting you on 11 radio stations doing my show tonight, but a lot of other people around the country love country music. It's universal, too, isn't it?
It definitely is, and the good old country music is definitely the best, and I'm glad that there's so many people still trying to keep that alive.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you get to play around all these other countries without leaving your house.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get any better than that. What are some of your favorite gigs that you've played or venues that you love to play up there in New Brunswick?
So one of my favorite spots to play is actually in Rogersville. This is the first year I'm not performing there, but the last 4 years I've either played at the Country or the Bluegrass Festival there. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my favorites to go to. I've also performed at one in Nova Scotia called in Stewiacke. That one was a lot of fun. That was a country festival. I actually I'm performing at the Iroquois Country Festival, and that's in Ontario, so that's really exciting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's lots of different areas that I love to perform for, and then some of the local shows as well, like the ones that are just in like a hall or something like that. But I definitely love performing in all different types of settings.
That is awesome. I love asking those questions because I get to hear a lot of country music venues that I don't know nothing about, but I just know that the country music scene up there where you're at in all of Canada is really, really hot. My biggest country music people come from Canada and Texas.
Oh, wow.
That's where I get most of it from, but it comes from other places too. We got Australia on board. I was talking to a guy the other night, 1:30 in the morning my time, but it was 6:30 in the evening the next evening because of the big time difference from Australia, and he's fantastic too. So we're going to hook up and do a great radio interview with him. But it's amazing what is out there in untapped talent. And if it wasn't for folks like Michael Richard reaching out to me with you, I don't know that we'd have hooked up. We probably would have eventually, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm glad as well. And I mean, if it had taken more time, then that's the way it would be. But I'm definitely thankful for Michael as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You sound like you're in your prime in singing, so it's a good thing we hooked up right now.
For sure. I hope so. Hopefully it keeps on projecting. I mean, a little while back, we were back in 2020 pre the pandemic there.
Yeah.
We were actually, Joey and I were getting ready to go to Nashville. We were sponsored to go there. We were going to a competition up that way, like a songwriter competition and singing competition. And we had everything paid for, and 3 days prior, it got canceled.
Oh, wow.
And we were devastated, and we never ended up getting there. But it was all scheduled, and we were ready to go.
Yeah, that was a rough time, and you guys were locked down even a little bit longer than we were here in the U.S. But now you can get out in front of folks and perform again, and boy, we never take that for granted now, do we?
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not at all.
What are some of your favorite cover songs to perform in front of folks that really get them involved in the show, and then you bust out some of your originals too?
I really honestly enjoy like the power songs. They're my favorite. I love a good power ballad. Some of my favorite, like as far as country goes and prime country, I really love singing Martina.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that I do by her. Of course, I can't think of it at the moment.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorites to do, and I love singing almost all of Rhonda's songs, Rhonda Vincent, as far as the bluegrass scene goes. When I Close My Eyes, that's one of my favorites. That's one of the ones that's actually on my album as well. And then I also have one on there called He Stopped Loving Her Today, which I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
That I actually changed it a little bit, and it's more tailored to the way I sing, but it still keeps the song like it's that song. I like every type of singer too. So I mean, like it ranges. I love the older stuff. I love the stuff that are from the 90s. That's my jam.
Yeah.
And anything that basically still has a really good message and isn't just, I don't know,
sure,
stuff that's just there. Yeah.
Here in America, in a few weeks, we have a title of a Martina McBride song coming up. It's called Independence Day. Our Independence Day is July 4th. And then she did a great song. I love the intro to it called I Love You. I always liked talking over that one when I played it as a radio DJ playing that 90s country.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know her story, but she got discovered working the merch table for Garth Brooks back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that. That's pretty incredible.
She used to work his merch table, and that's how she got discovered. She's got such a great voice, and that's probably why you love her, because you've got that same kind of star power as a vocalist in the world of country music. I really feel that for you.
Oh, well, I definitely appreciate that, and she's definitely incredible. She was always one of my favorites to sing and belt out to. Her and Reba, I love singing Reba songs also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Holding On to Foolish...
And it was Whatever You Say. That was the name of the song. I'm sorry.
There you go, Whatever You Say. I love that
was the Martina one that I like to do.
Yep. Yeah. I've got her on my classic country station playing 24/7 around the clock when we're not doing this show, too, and so go check it out. It is awesome. Holding On to Foolish Pride, that's the title of the next song. Tell us about this one.
So this one here is more, it gives you more of the feel when you need to not hold on to things, and you need to, this is the one that Joey wrote, and it's kind of giving you the vibe of you need to not hold on to things. And this is like if you're a drinker, or if it's honestly a tailored song, so it's whatever type of message you can gather from it. Don't let your pride get in the way of it, and those types of things there. So it's definitely got a great message behind it.
Awesome. You know, and I never know what the song's about until I ask the artist in these interviews. I'll listen to it a little bit and I'll kind of get some feel for what it's about, but I get a lot of interesting song titles. The third one, going to kick off the top of the next hour, is a one-word simple title. It's called Goodbye. What's this one about?
Yes. So Goodbye is actually, it's about any type of relationship that you're in. It could be with your child. It could be with your partner. It could be a friend. So anything that you're holding on to within that is kind of what this one's leading into.
Okay. Well, I hate to say goodbye to you because it's been such a fun time having you on, but come back sometime real soon, will you?
Absolutely. No, it's been a blast, and I definitely appreciate you getting my songs out there and having me on your show today.
Hey, you're welcome, and it has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to hearing the other music, too. I've got these three, but
yes.
you got a full album, and you told us the title track of it. Where can folks find it? Tell us about your social media.
So I do have, I'm mainly just on Facebook, I guess. I tried some of the other ones, and I don't really fully understand them, and that sounds funny considering I'm not that old, but I really like my Facebook, and hopefully that one sticks around. But I do have a page on there called Jessica McLaughlin Music Official. And you can reach me always at jdmmusic@outlook.com. I do have physical copies of my CD available for sale, and I don't mind mailing them out. I've done that plenty of times as well to anybody who is interested. So you could always reach out to me on Facebook or through that email, and I'd be able to help hook you up with that.
Awesome. Well, I thank you for the time tonight, and we'll see you on the radio real soon. In fact, we're going to play your other two songs tonight on the radio. Going to go out to 11 radio stations total, so be listening next week. All of those links that I post are going to carry your show, and it's going to stay in rotation on my website for a couple of months. So you're going to be you're going to be relevant for a while. I think that for you in general, I think you're going to resonate with folks, and they're going to love you, and they're going to request you as well. They're going to want to hear more.
Well, I hope so, and I definitely thank you again.
Absolutely. You're welcome. Been fun having you on the program. Holding on to Foolish Pride, Jessica McLaughlin on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on this Triple Play Thursday.
Another Friday night on the same old bar stool, drinking whiskey from the bottle till last call, thinking about the day we went our separate ways, and hoping that tomorrow's a better day. It's all a part of making the right choices. It's all in that book I gave to you. Never be afraid to take a look inside, 'cause baby, you're holding on to foolish pride. I'm hoping that someday you will find it. It's in your heart, I know. Wait and see. You can't make it on your own. should take his advice from now on. It's all a part of making the right choices. It's all in that book I gave to you. Never be afraid to take a look inside. 'Cause baby, you're holding on to foolish pride. 'Cause baby, you're holding on to foolish pride. To foolish pride.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I still think about the night you said it's over. I feel the tears welling up in my eyes. And I know that you were never here to see my pain and bitter fears. But I want you to know that I can't do this anymore. Can't hold the hurt inside. Can't take away the pain. When you left me that night, I don't want to know the truth. Can't handle all the lies. The only word I hear is goodbye. Never thought I'd be so full of life and sober. After all the hurtful things you said and done. After all this time that has gone by, I get caught up asking myself, why is that I need you right now. But I can't do this anymore. I can't hold the hurt inside. You can't take away the pain. When you left me that night, I don't want to know the truth. I can't handle all the lies. The only word I hear is goodbye. But I can't do this anymore. Can't hold the hurt inside. Can't take away the pain. When you left me that night, I don't want to know the truth. I can't handle all the lies. The only word I hear is goodbye. Is
That young lady can definitely sing. I love hearing her music. And go check out the full album. She's got it all over her social media. Mainly on Facebook is where you can find her. Jessica McLaughlin official music page is all over Facebook. And we're all over it. We tagged her in it before we went on the air tonight. And we tagged her as those 3 songs were playing during the interview. Good stuff, Jessica. Thanks for being here tonight. And she is listening to us live right now on Facebook and hearing the interview that we did. And she's hearing a lot of great country music like you guys are. 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That is how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Jessica McLaughlin. And if you're just now getting tuned in to hour number 3, that interview will go in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on that website right now. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. I am, of course, live on Facebook. Jessica's hanging out with us over there. And I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. We got a chat room going on all of these. I'm looking at all these screens, trying to keep up with everybody. Thank you for tuning in, though. I sure do appreciate it. And if you love country music, tell a friend, will you? This show airs every Thursday and Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on Triple Play Thursday. He is from Florida and sent me 3 great songs this week. Gotta Love a Cowgirl is the first one from Rocky Boven on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
The day you hopped out of that old dusty truck, cut off jeans and boots, oh, I was struck. Red tank top shining in the summer sun, knew right then my heart was on the run. Gotta love a cowgirl, wild and free, kicking up dirt, stealing hearts like a spree. She's the fire in the field, the spark in the sky. Gotta love a cowgirl, she's my reason why. Hair tied back, wind catching her smile. The way she moves makes it all worthwhile. Tipping her hat with a wink so sly. She's the kind of girl that'll make you fly. Gotta love a cowgirl, wild and free, kicking up dirt, stealing hearts like a spree. She's the fire in the field, the spark in the sky. Gotta love a cowgirl, she's my reason why. She's a rodeo queen, a trailblazing star, lassoed my soul from wherever you are. Her laugh's like a song, her heart's a home. Gotta love a cowgirl, never alone. Gotta love a cowgirl, wild and free, kicking up dirt, stealing hearts like a spree. She's the fire in the field, the spark in the sky. Gotta love a cowgirl, she's my reason why.
Song number 2.
They called me up, said let's hit the sand. I showed up dressed like a rodeo man. Boots on my feet, hat high in the air, moonshine in hand like I just don't care. They laughed at me for a good 5 minutes till that jar of shine put the party in it. Now they're two-stepping where the waves roll in. Boots and cowboy hats are the new trend. Flip-flops tossed and the tunes turned loud. The bonfire rose as we drew a crowd. They all said yee-haw with a mason jar spin, and the cowboy vibe started sinking in. They laughed at me for a good 5 minutes till that jar of shine put the party in it. Now they're two-stepping where the waves roll in. Boots and cowboy hats are the new trend.
and soul. Driftwood turned into a dance floor gold. From city to shore, they all joined the spree. Who knew the beach could be this country? They laughed at me, yeah, for a good 5 minutes, till that jar of shine put the party in it. Now they're two-stepping where the waves roll in. Boots and cowboy hats are the new trend.
They are loving your music, Rocky. Y'all better get in the line and start dancing. That is some line dancing song right there. Boots, Hats, and Moonshine. That is a party song. I love it. And Gotta Love a Cowgirl, the first one we played in this triple play set for Rocky Boven. It is Rocky CRTY Boven on Facebook. You know what that's short for? That is short for country, and he's all about that for sure, man. I love his music, and I will interview you in a heartbeat, man. Let's get together and we'll book one, and love to hear your story behind these 3 great songs we're playing tonight. The third one to complete his triple play is called Back Then, Rocky Boven on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
We spoke with word, not screens in hand. Played outside till dusk would land. Rode our bikes to where dreams hide. The world was big, we'd take the ride. We cast our lines where waters gleam. Caught the sun in every stream. The dirt, the wind, the endless skies. No blinking lights, no fake replies. Oh, take me back to where we ran, where time was held in open hands. Before the glow, before the sway, technology has stolen our place. Were guides, the moon a friend. No wires tied to how we'd spend our days in fields and laughter's tune. Life felt like forever June. Now heads are down, the world's confined to pixels where no hearts align. But I remember how we'd thrive when life was lived and felt alive. Oh, take me back to where time was held in open hands. Before the glow, before the sway, technology has stolen our place. Stolen our place. Oh, take me back to where we ran, where time was held in open hands. Before the glow, before the sway, technology has stolen our place. It's stolen our place.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
And this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Sure as the sun will find the sky, there will be times we wonder why. One must stay and one must go, but either way I hope you know you made my world a better place. Put a timeless smile upon my face. We may cry a tear or two, but forever heaven knows it's true. I will remember you. This life we live flies by so fast. You never know how long it lasts. But when you give a love so strong, it will live on and on. You made my world a better place. Put a timeless smile upon my face. We may cry a tear or two, but forever heaven knows it's true. I will remember you. So close your eyes and feel my presence. I will see you Let's live our lives while we have time, with hopeful hearts and open minds. And I will try before I leave to touch someone like you touched me. You made my world a better place. Put a timeless smile upon my face. We may cry a tear or two, but forever heaven knows it's true. I will remember you. I will remember you.
Song number 2.
You tell me you were wrong to ever let me go. There was a time I would have died to hear you say that. I used to break down at the sight or sound of you across the room. The pain was so bad. Now you're standing here with both arms open wide, asking me for one more try. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it all as you went by, like razors and knives that carved up my will for surviving. But time dulled the blades and healed the cuts they made. I can't forget the scars my heart is hiding. Now you ask me if I'm still in love with you, and my silence fills up the room. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. It almost makes me cry.
Her name is Ariel Franz from the state of Arizona. 13-year-old Ariel Franz, by the way. She works with my good folks that are sponsors of the Tim Kelly Show, Clarksville Creative Sound, and that is a great tune called It Almost Makes Me Cry. Still does after hearing that song several times. We've had a couple of great radio interviews. In fact, she was my first radio interview this year on January the 2nd of 2025. Go back and check it out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website. And she also has a video to this next song we're going to play on ICTV Indie Country Television. She was also recently written up in a great article on the blog Cabin. That is also on my website. I've got a staff writer, and if you would love him to do a story about you and your musical career and send over a few pictures that we can post on the site, we've got the blog Cabin. Check out the write-up on Ariel Franz on the website as well, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. There's a lot of tabs on there. Hit one that you like, and you will definitely be entertained. I hope you're being entertained tonight on this Triple Play Thursday. The latest single from Ariel Franz with a great video to it as well is called I Wouldn't Go Anywhere. I wouldn't either. We got more triple plays on the way from Ariel Franz on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Far away places, snow-covered mountains and white sandy beaches, 5-star hotels and a $10 million view. I've always had it in the back of my mind that someday I'd walk the streets of Paris at night, sip on a latte in a cozy cafe, thousands of miles away. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere,
I've got to see the Grand Canyon. That kind of beauty you just can't imagine. When you're standing on the edge, it takes your breath away. But you do that to me every day. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. I wanna stay here with you, 'cause you're where I belong, and it's oh so close to heaven. I'm safe and warm right here in your arms, and I ain't missing nothing out there. If I could go anywhere I've never been, I'd take a trip around the globe and back again. I still wouldn't trade it for where I am right now. If I could go anywhere in this world, I could be a lucky girl. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere. If I could go anywhere, I wouldn't go anywhere.
Hey y'all, this is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Crack white fence and a sunfade swing. I remember those days in my dreams. Water balloon fights and Tonka trucks. Boys with grass stained knees and paper cups. She had cherry lips and a snow cone tongue. We were lightning bolts, we were way too young. Swore we'd never change a single thing. With sunburned skin and cut off jeans. We counted days like they never passed, and lived like them would always last. We had 18 years, one at a time, outrunning sunsets on our dirt bikes. Blueberry hands and a bass to steel, that lake swing thrill and a kiss so real. Fire in the field and a song too loud, cooling off when the clouds poured down. Time moved fast, but we didn't know. Back then the world was small, but we had it all. We had 18 years, then it was gone, and it didn't take long. We grew up fast, took different roads. Life carried us away like a river flows. Faded pictures in a memory frame. The streets we walked never quite the same. We lost touch as the years rolled on, but every now and then I hear some song and it takes me back to those summer skies. Before we learned that time just flies. We didn't know the magic fade like tire tracks in a summer rain. We had 18 years, one at a time, melting snow cones, her hand in mine. Foul ball pop-ups and barefoot pride, bonfire sparks that lit our nights. A rope swing launch and a breath held tight, everything golden, that firefly light. Time moved fast, but we didn't know. We were riding a story we'd never outgrow. We had 18 years, then it was gone. It didn't take long. There's no swing to swing on and the fence leans in, but I still hear their laughs in the wind. Ooh. We had 18 years, one at a time, wrote our names in chalk and crossed that line. From kids with bikes to hearts full grown, still feel her in my skin and bones. The world moved on, but I still hold on to every warm breeze and every song. We had 18 years, then it was gone, and it didn't take long. Before the goodbye, before we knew what we had was rare and true. We had 18 years, then it was gone, and it didn't take long.
Song number 2.
Try to drown the pain with whiskey, but it's never gone. I broke all the things we had, thought I could outrun. The mess I made, the man I became, the damage I've done. Now I'm staring at the mirror, trying to face the truth. All the lies I told myself, I'm just tired of those too. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally breaking through. The past's been full of walls, but I'm tearing them all down for you. I've been down in the dirt, been lost in my own fight, but I'm clawing my way out and I'm done with running. It's been a long time coming, but I'm ready to make it right. Yeah. I've seen the wreckage that I left, the pieces that don't fit. I tried to hide behind my pride, it wasn't worth doing it. I pushed away the love you gave, burned it all to the ground. Now I'm left here on my knees, trying to turn it all around. The scars on my heart ain't easy to heal, but I'm fighting for the chance to show you this is real. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally breaking through. The road's been full of walls, but I'm tearing them all down for you. I've been down in the dirt, been lost in my own fight, but I'm clawing my way out and I'm done with running. It's been a long time coming, but I'm ready to make it right. I felt the bumps in the road, the toll it's taken on me. Fought through the darkness just to find some peace. I'm not the man I was, I'm breaking these chains. Yeah, rising from the ashes, ready for the change. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally breaking through. The road's been full of walls, but I'm tearing them all down for you. I've been down in the dirt, been lost in my own fight, but I'm clawing my way out and I'm done with running. It's been a long time coming, but I'm ready to make it right. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I'm ready to make it right.
His name is Wes Ryan. That is called Long Time Coming. And before that, another great tune called 18 Years. Been a long time coming to get him on the Tim Kelly Show, but we're going to do it. He's going to be my special guest a little bit later on this summer as well. You got to check out not only his music, but my full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. It changes almost daily. I'm adding more interviews. I'm booking for the first week in October already. The summer is totally full, so be sure to tune in with us every Thursday and Friday night to hear these great artist stories behind the songs. We hit the airwaves every Thursday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And starting July rather, I said January, didn't I? July the 9th. It needs to feel like January, that's for sure. July the 9th, every other Wednesday, we're going to do an Indie Wednesday show as well, and I'm booking interviews for those too. So be sure to tune in to all of them. They are fantastic artists, and you'll love their music as well. 3 Words Away is the title of the next song on this Triple Play Thursday. We're 3 triple plays away from wrapping up this show. Let's do it. Wes Ryan on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
We've been dancing around the edges of something we both know. Your hand fits mine just right, like a sunset on a back road. Oh, I don't want to scare the moment or say too much too soon, but I can't help thinking about saying this to you. Every smile, every touch is pulling me closer to that rush. I'm just 3 words away from falling all the ways bed when you're drifting off to sleep. They're dancing on my lips when you lean in close to me. You laugh and say I'm quiet, but you don't know the war inside. Every look you give me just pushes me to cross that line. Every second, every sigh, I'm closer to letting it fly. Yeah, I'm just 3 words away from falling all the way. It's there in every heartbeat. I ain't sure how long I can wait. I've been holding back, but baby, I don't want to play it safe. I'm just 3 words, yeah. 3 words away. I could whisper it tonight, wait for a better time, but baby, deep inside, it's already yours and mine. Yeah, I'm just 3 words away from falling all the way. It's there in every heartbeat, and I just can't make it wait. I've been holding back, but girl, I'm done playing safe. I'm done holding on. I love you there, I said it, babe. 3 little words, and they all belong to you. Yeah.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
In my white dress, heart beating fast, looking back at all the roads we passed. First date at the county fair, something told me you'd be standing there. Hand in hand through the good and bad, everything we ever had led us right to this day. Every step down this aisle leads me home. Every step brings me closer to you. Every step down this aisle leads me home. Baby, I know this love is true. Small town church where we first met, Sunday mornings I'll never forget. Wrote our names in the parking lot sand. Now I'm walking toward your outstretched hand. Hand in hand through the good and bad, everything we ever had led us right to this day. Every step down this aisle leads me home. Every step brings me closer to you. Every step down this aisle leads me home. Baby, I know this love is true. All the prayers and all the plans, all the times you held my hand, brought us here, brought us now, ready to say our vows. Every step down this aisle leads me home. This is where I'm meant to be. Every step brings me closer to you. You're all I'll ever need. Every step down this aisle leads me home. Home is wherever you want. Baby, I know this love
Song number 2.
Remember last weekend when you texted on board? I said grab the cooler and hop in my Ford. Didn't need directions. We know these old roads. Just two best friends with nowhere to go. Got the radio turned up, windows rolling down. Something in the air tonight feels like coming home. 'Cause everything's better in the back roads. Cold drinks and good friends in tow. Tailgate drop, music soft and low. Yeah, everything's better, that's how it goes in the back roads. Now look at us here, whole crew showed up. Somebody brought guitars, somebody filled their cups. Fire's getting started by the water's edge, making memories we ain't gonna forget. Summer breeze dancing through the pines, your laugh echoing down the county line. Simple, kind of perfect, that's what this is. No need for more than nights like this. Got our hearts so full, stars up in the sky. Something about together makes it all feel right. Every single weekend, every sacred night, something keeps us coming back to this old life. 'Cause everything's better in the back roads. Cold drinks and good friends in tow. Tailgate dropped, music soft and low. Yeah, everything's better, that's how it goes in the back roads. In the back roads. Don't need no fancy places, just these familiar faces and a place to call our own. 'Cause everything's better in the back roads. Cold drinks and good friends in tow. Tailgate drops, music soft and low. Yeah, everything's better, that's how it goes in the back roads. In the back roads.
What a talented young lady she is. Her name is Morgan Maxwell. Morgan Maxwell Music is where you can find her all over social media. That is called In the Back Roads. And before that, another great tune called Every Step. Boy, I'll tell you what, every song is a hit song tonight, isn't it? And don't you just love Triple Play Thursday? 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. The third song on the Triple Play is called What Happened to Our Forever? Morgan Maxwell on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, playing new country's best.
Photo in a cardboard box. My hands are shaking as I start to pack. 7 years of memories in this house. Still wear the ring that matched your vows. Remember dancing in the rain that day. Said we'd make it through come what may. What happened to our forever? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I don't understand. Coffee cup still sits where you left it. Third morning straight, you didn't come home. Used to talk for We're just exchanging lawyers' notes. The promises we made back then feel like paper in the wind. What happened to our forever? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I don't understand. This rain won't shine like it used to. These walls won't hold what we built. Your side of the bed's empty, and I can't carry all this guilt. What happened? What happened? What happened to us? Leaving my keys on the counter. One last look at what we had. Maybe forever was just too much to ask. But I believed in every word you said. What happened to our forever? To our love? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I'll never understand. What happened to our forever? I'll never understand.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Look out my window, I see the ocean blue. Close my eyes, I see visions of you. We got a love that feels so true. Say I'm driving over, baby, I'm in the mood. I can't wait to see your headlights in my driveway. And that beautiful full moon shining your way to my door. Baby, I'm in love, and I swear by the stars above, you light up my life. I can't wait to see your headlights. I can't wait to see your headlights. Baby, I watch you walk through my door. It's my motor run. Baby, we kiss and take off our clothes. Gets my heart pumping. There's no feeling like holding you. And you know just what to do. I can't wait to see your headlights in my driveway. In that beautiful full moon shining your way to my door. Baby, I'm in love, and I swear by the stars above, you light up my life. I can't wait to see your headlights. I can't wait to see your headlights. can't wait to see your headlights. Oh, I can't wait to see your headlights.
Song number 2.
Stillwater runs deep, asking for heartbeat. When your glance crosses mine, Stillwater runs deep, and I'm off of my feet. You got me wanting your love. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. The Stillwater runs deep. You make me wait when you yell out across the bar. Stillwater runs deep. I think I might be just what you looking for. Whoa. I know why you look away. Yeah, I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I'm still looking at you. Stillwater runs deep. You were looking at me, and I saw that hunger in your eyes. Stillwater runs deep. Tonight I can't sleep, 'cause I got your love on my mind. Oh, I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. But I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. Yeah, I'm still looking at you.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. His name is Jesse Smith. That is Jesse, Jesse Smith, and that is called Stillwater's Run Deep. And before that, another great tune called Headlights. You better turn your headlights off, ladies and gentlemen, because the stars, the future stars in country music, are shining bright tonight. And you can see them better without your headlights. I'm just kidding about that, but that's a great song as well. The third one for Jesse Smith in the Triple Play is called Think of You First on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
I wanna thank you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna thank you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you, honey. Some days there's a cloud, yes, sometimes light gets dark around me day in and day out. Lately I'm making everything about me. I wanna thank you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my bed, 'cause I know that I was dead and faint. And I wanna think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you. But instead of running, you put on a ring, and I can't be lucky forever. So I gotta think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you. Yeah, I wanna think of you first. Yeah, I gotta think of you first. I wanna think of you first. Yeah, I wanna think of you first.
This is Montana Lane, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country.
Well, I'm sure God's got a lot of strikes against me. I don't always make it to church on Sunday. Been known to use four-letter words, and too often I forget to pray unless I'm in trouble. I like my whiskey strong and double. Lord knows I spend a lot of nights sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners in the pool, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. Last week I missed the preacher's sermon, but I was helping Joe unload some burdens. 'Cause he lost his job and lost his wife. So I had a holy Saturday night, sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. The good book said to do what he would do, and I do. Sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool.
Song number 2.
drinking. One less beach to watch that red sun sinking. One less number in my phone. One less way to get back home. One less church to go to pray. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less favorite song that I'll be playing. One less I love you that I'll be saying. One less pair of blue-green eyes. One less car parked in my drive. One less dance out in the rain. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl that I still want, that I still need, that I can't stop thinking about. That took my breath, took my heart, can't live without. One more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay, okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less girl.
His name is J.D. Shelburne. He is the gentleman that always wraps up my show with See You on the Radio. We'll play that for the third one in his triple play tonight, but that is called One Less Girl, and before that, Church Pew Bar Stool. That is going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show. I thank you for joining me tonight, and I want to thank my special guests, Dana Powell and Jessica McLaughlin, for being here tonight as well. Tune in tomorrow night on New Music Friday. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. time Central, and I'll be playing the best in new country music for 3 hours tomorrow night, and a couple of great radio interviews tomorrow as well. Jay Jones and Anthony Price from Texarkana, Texas will be with us on the program tomorrow in a couple of great radio interviews. We'll get to hear the stories behind their songs and lots of great music on the radio tomorrow as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. Oh. Thinking back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old